Alrighty. Welcome in, everyone. We're going to get into it in just a bit. Do. Watch me talk about everything I did during September. It's time to wake up. September has ended, everyone. Blue Talks. Gaming. Anime. Most of the main things that are coming up. Okay. Yep, that's good. Post it. Okay. Cool. Okay. And then post it to all the socials. Hopefully it's not too quiet for you guys. If you guys need to set up music and stuff, please. Now is the time to do so. Because you will be hearing my voice only from this little bit. Okay. I think we're good. Let me see, actually. Yeah, actually, I can kind of keep it right there. That's fine. How's everyone doing today? TranslatorCon is back. Here to butcher all of my sentences. Hopefully he gets some of my things right. We'll have to see. Either way, he won't be in the way, so it's all going to be good. All right. I think I'm just about ready, so I will get started here very shortly. Everyone, come in, relax, get a snack or whatever. We're just gonna talk about stuff. We're gonna be talking about a lot of things today. Okay, yeah, let's get started now. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. So today we're going to be talking about everything we did throughout the month of September. This is usually my stream where I like to, my little wrap up stream at the end of every month, where I just get on, I talk about stuff that I have done off the camera, and we discuss a couple of things of uh, things that go on behind the scenes in the life of a blue. Um, so yeah, I'm very curious to get into this because I have a couple of things to definitely talk about for this month. Um, the first thing that I will address just real quickly because it's probably going to come up later in the future. Yes, the rumor does come out. Does Blue is gay? Actually, yes, he is. So this is me officially coming out that I am bi, and I have that approved because I now have a boyfriend who you will probably be seeing in some of the live streams. Um, his name is Sean, but he goes by Booty Bidet, and he's going to be probably in some of my live streams here supporting me, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you, Sean. And but yeah, so far it's going good. Wish for me the best because this is my first boyfriend, and I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I'm hoping for the best because this is an exciting thing for me. He is here. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'll like do something for like to channel, because I don't want it to like make it like a really big deal, obviously. But I am now basically part of the. I'm at least more officially part of the community. I've always been an ally of the LGBT community, but now I'm technically actually part of it because I've actually begun dating the other side. So, hope hopefully it all goes well. I'm looking forward to it at least. But yeah, I want to at least get that out there because I know that was going to be a thing that was probably going to be coming up in my live streams at some point. And this is kind of the time for me to talk about things that I've personally done recently. So we did just start dating this month. That's why I kind of also wanted to bring it up in part of this live stream because this is like a thing that happened very recently. But yeah, give us the best wishes. Hopefully it goes well. So also the other thing, as we go into my first segment here, which is gaming. Where is it? Here, there. Phew. So this is my backloggery, and I'm gonna first just do a thing where kind of I talk about some of the games that aren't probably gonna show up on the list too much because I haven't really done like new activity for it. The main one I remember seeing was Helldivers and No Man's Sky. Those are the two games that I've been kind of playing off and on camera with Ben, uh, or off and on in the background with Ben. We've basically just been playing it every now and then whenever we can get together for it. Um, it's one of those two. They're both kind of like endless games, so that's why they don't really show updates for it on any of the things that you're going to see here today. So I just wanted to kind of talk about them real quickly. Helldivers is still really fun. We actually recently just got back into it this month, and we just kind of been doing like the regular missions every so often. I know they got that like Halo stuff that went out for it, so that was pretty exciting. I didn't get it. I didn't buy into it yet, but I was thinking about it. Um, but so far, we're just kind of like it's very just like much a thing we just do every now and then. It's a little enjoyable game to play. It's mostly just me and him that play it, but we sometimes get together with friends to do it too. So there's that, and also we've also played No Man's Sky a lot. So I've been playing that a little bit often, just as like a more slower, casual game in the background. And that's more so just like we play that every so often as well, just as like a chill experience. He's gotten a really cool ship in the game now that I'm kind of like part of, and we're starting to kind of like go around and explore and do more things in that game. Um, I haven't gotten too far into the campaign of No Man's Sky so far, but I've mostly just kind of been vibing and chilling with all the stuff. It's fun to boot up every now and then though. It's a very like it's very much it has like its own vibe to it, where it's very good if you want to just kind of go out and explore new things because that's what the whole game's about is going out exploring the vast wilderness and universe, and all that it has to offer. So it's pretty cool. It's very much fun to do with friends too because then you can go on space adventures with them and explore new things with them as well too. So yeah, there's that. And now we're going to go into the regular backloggery. So I don't think any of my badges have updated since the last time I've shown this off. Um, I I am afflicted with a curse. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, see, the one of them is because they show when I earned it. So this one is actually new. The horrible curse. I have I have been afflicted by a horrible curse. Please pray for me. my my net active backlog has been increased by at least 100 games this year. So yeah, a little bit of yikes, obviously. But hopefully we can get through a couple more of the games that we've been starting up. I very much I have been getting a couple of new games this month especially. I didn't get a whole lot, but enough to I think at least give me that badge. So hopefully and everything else should be fixing itself up though. I'm a lot of this month. What I was trying to do for September is I was trying to start a lot of new games if I could help it, which you guys will probably see because I did a couple of Steam streams this month. So some new games will definitely be appearing on here, but for the most part, I've still been trying to do my thing where I try to beat things in the background as much as I can, just because I do want to make some progress in it, and I want to finish up what I started. But I did want to start up a couple new games because there's a lot of cool new games that came out this year as well too, and even just stuff that I've wanted to try out for a while. So some of those came up in the Steam streams, but I'll brush upon them as we go down here. All right. So first thing to talk about on our now playing is the Rebirth. I just recently started this back up on the channel, and I did kind of put it in my now playing because I kind of want it to be a thing where, like it says here, it's kind of an ongoing thing. Maybe at some point during my trip or sometime during my background playing, I'll just kind of boot it up on my Steam Deck and just kind of grind out the credits that I need to get the last trophy. And maybe even some of the plans, because some of those plans I still need to get stuff for. But overall, it's not a bad thing. I definitely made a lot of progress in that game since I first started it. And I am very close to completing it, at least in terms of the trophies. But as far as the plans go, there's still so much to do. There's so many plans in that game to unlock and do things for. But it's a cool process. It's still one of my favorite Neptunia games to this day. Not only because of nostalgia for it, but because of how much game it offers, especially for completionists. So I think it's definitely worth it. I think just about anyone who's interested in Neptunia games or who just wants a good, decent JRPG, definitely I think just pick this one up. I think it's worth it. I did get the Android version of Terraria this month, so I did play a little bit of it offline too. It's actually kind of interesting how it works on the phone because I never played Terraria on a mobile device before. I'm not counting the Steam Deck, but it was actually interesting how they made it work on a touchscreen because it actually works fairly well. They have like a couple of quick buttons you can do for some of the actions in the game. You can bring up everything pretty well. I still think it functionally works the best on a PC if you can help it, but if you want a good like just survival craft experience on the go, I think it's worth it honestly. Like I technically got it for free because I used my Google Play money that I've been building up from answering the surveys on it to buy it with the play points that I have accumulated. So I recently got this one for free, and it's a good experience. I think it still has its own save slot, so I don't think it links with the Steam version if you already have it. But I still think it's a decent buy, even just for what it is. It's I always loved Terraria. It's one of my favorite games. It's one of my favorite survival craft games that I played too. So having another way to play it is always welcome to me. Hades 2, we just started up this month. This is definitely one of my favorite roguelikes that came out this year. It's actually very fun. I I have been playing at least as much as I can of it recently. I'm probably going to be playing it a lot more on my trip, by the way, because I keep bringing it up. I am going to Japan this next month. I think I'm actually a week away from my trip. So hyped for that. That, of course, means I'm not going to be doing a lot of Yeah, it's actually exactly a week from this date. That's when I'm going to be leaving. So it's it's coming up. And because of that, this might be depending on how well we can get a collab stream going on this week. May or may not be the last stream you guys see from me for a good while, because I am going to need next week to get everything ready and packed for the trip. And this upcoming week is just going to be busy for work, like absolutely busy. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time just prepping and getting ready for that trip. I'm very excited for it. Um, you aren't going to be seeing a lot of channel content in October because of it, but when I do come back, I'll do something. Obviously, I'll talk about it, and it'll probably most likely come up on one of these streams. So it'll be a fun endeavor because I am going to be out in Japan for most of the month, this next month. So please be patient with me as I go on hiatus again. Oh God. It's gonna be fun though. I'm really looking forward to it. But hey, like I said, Hades 2, I'm probably gonna be playing on the plane a lot because I love the hell out of this game. I love the hell out of the first one, and this is actually just more of it's more of the same kind of gameplay, but with another twist because they have the magic system. They have new boons and reworked boons and everything and how they work. More characters to make and meet and everything. Um, they also have a new dungeon, which I am in the process of unlocking, and I love the fact that they have two different places to go. I think that's really cool. I think that's a really neat idea. Not a lot of roguelikes do that, I feel like, and I feel like it helps the replayability if you have multiple dungeon runs that you can do. Like it helps if the difficulty's up because then you can still get new stuff every now and then. But just the fact of having another entirely separate dungeon, I think is kind of neat. But yeah, pretty good, pretty fun game. I do want to try to work to complete it. So far, I made it to the third area. Um, it's it's actually not as hard as I thought. I think it's because I'm a little bit more seasoned at the game though, but it will get easy over time. I know that for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing what the game gives me though, because so far it's already feeding me a lot of stuff, and it's very cool, very nice. I think it is definitely a contender for game of the year, just because of how well it is. I also just got Sonic Racing Cross Worlds this month as well too because it came out. It's pretty fun too. I think the Switch 2 version of the game doesn't come out until later this year, which is fine because you can still play the Switch 1 version since if you bought the other version, and it's still a good time even just on the Switch 1 version of it. I have been enjoying my time with it so far at least. I actually do think I've been enjoying playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds more than I've been playing Mario Kart World. The open world aspect to Mario Kart World was a cool gimmick for it, but I just felt like there wasn't enough interesting stuff to warrant the open world for it, really. It's a really cool and beautiful world, obviously, and the characters and stuff in the game are very cute and they will too. I really liked Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road is really good for Mario Kart World, but um, there's just something about Sonic Racing Cross Worlds where the tracks and how it plays and how it fuels into everything. It just feels really good to play. And I do want to actually get into it a lot more. It's probably another game I'm probably going to be playing a lot on my. Um, well, actually, I'm not going to bring my Switch 2 with me to Japan, but I am going to be playing it a lot more probably before I leave and when I get back. But I'm looking forward to my time with it though. I think I'm probably actually going to put more time into Crossworlds because of that fact, because I'm going to be playing more of Hades 2 on the plane for sure. Crossroads is better for real. Yeah, no, I can feel it honestly. Especially after what I've seen from people saying about it online, it's actually really hype right now. It's getting really hyped up. For once, a Sonic racing game is actually outbeating Mario Kart, which is crazy of all things, right? What a timeline we're living in. All right, Postnomics. I've also started up this game this month. This is a cool Steam stream, actually. I haven't gotten too far into the thing. I haven't even gotten to the first competition yet, but I'm actually really digging this game. It's one of those just like chill kind of games where you are making potions. You're doing all these things to gather all these ingredients and gather all the stuff for it, and basically brew them up into a potion, sell them to customers, kind of using a deck building kind of thing. Kind of along the same veins of like Griftlands and Slay the Spire, with how you like battle your opponents technically to get them to spend money on you. It's very cool. I actually really like the how the gameplay works and how everything functions and works together. I also like the characters a lot too. So far, I'm going for Mint. I like Mint the most so far. She's probably going to be the first one I go for in the game. Uh, but yeah, uh, I'm just gonna let the translations play out because I've been jabbering a lot. But yeah, it's very fun. I do want to play a little bit more of it when I can. I was gonna try bringing on the trip with me, but it looks like it. At least when I tried playing it on my Steam Deck, it was not able to run at a correct resolution, and it didn't let me change it at all. And I'm not sure why that is. It's very strange because it says it's supported, so I don't know. Maybe I have to reinstall it, or maybe fix something with it. But it was very strange when I tried to do it before. But I think it should be good. Just as a game that I play on here for a little bit, it's very fun. Learn Japanese to survive. Also, by the way, I really love the animations for this game. And it's like Disney level quality for like how fluid they look. It's so cool. Learn Japanese to survive. Katakana Wars. Um, this is one I'm going to definitely try to play a little bit more leading up to the trip because I want to brush up a lot more on my katakana. And this is a good game to get it done with because it goes over a lot of the basic katakana structures and how to make and use them. It's just a fun little RPG kind of system where you learn the katakana characters and you match them up with the opponents as you try to beat them. It's very very fun actually. It's a good Japanese learning tool obviously too, just because of how they make it work, with like the RPG mechanics of it. It's a really cool and neat concept. The learn Japanese survive games are always I always enjoyed them a lot. Um, but I think I'm gonna try to beat as much as I can of this before I leave. There's a lot of things I still have to do prep wise for the trip, so I don't know how much time I'm gonna have before I can get this done. But um, even after I come back from Japan, I think I want to definitely finish up these learn Japanese survive games because I want to just learn more of the language in general. Uh, but definitely leading up to the trip, I'm gonna be studying up a little bit more hardcore at least. Shape of Dreams is another RPG that or not RPG, roguelike that I've gotten into this past month. Um, Ben convinced me to get it because it looked really cool. I think this is actually still in early access technically, but it's a really good title. You're able to do multiplayer in it, which is one of the main reasons why he convinced me to buy it so I could play with him. So it's another game that we've kind of been playing in the background of everything. It's actually a really cool roguelike. Uh, I've mostly been playing the magic range characters while he's been like the up close swordsy guys, and it fits the dynamic of what we kind of try to do with it. I got to the final boss already, but I haven't been able to beat him yet. He's very very tough, and he wrecks my shit every single time that I try to do anything. So I there's some cool stuff you can get in this game though. It's actually a really cool vibe, especially just like aesthetically wise and with art, the art direction they have for it, because everything's like in a dream world and there's like a lot of magical mystical stuff going on and things with of revolving around astrology and the zodiacs and stuff like that. It's really neat. I I think it's a really good roguelike. I'm kind of interested to see what they do for the full release for it, but so far I am enjoying even just the early access that they have for it. Pokemon Sleep, I'm still kind of studying in the background. This rank actually might not be as updated as it currently is, but I do have. I try to basically I try to play this at least every day I can, because I wear my watch to bed so I can calculate my sleep, and then I translate it to the game stuff to kind of make some progress in it. It's just a very cute game. I've been playing this since last month, so you guys already kind of know about how I feel about it, but so far things are going good. I'm actually kind of hardcore going with the electric team now because I from the last event they did for this game, I got Raikou. So he's really good for my electric team, and so because of that, I've actually been hyping up my electric Pokemon in that game a lot more. So we've been doing some of the stuff with that in the background too. But yeah, so far it's just a chill, nice time to do every day. I There's some days I forget, and there's sometimes I forget to feed them, but overall, it's not really like a big deal. It's something that I just try to do every day. Ring Fit Adventure. I actually have been slacking on this recently because I've been working a lot, and I haven't been able to find time to get out to do my exercising. But it's still fun. It's still pretty fun what I'm doing so far with it. Um, Hopefully, I'll get another chance to do it before my trip because I do want to make a little bit more progress in it before I have to go for Japan. It's gonna be good though. Uh, I'm also definitely gonna be keeping up with it. Hopefully, going into the next couple months too. Uh, it's a good time though. I always love Ring Fit Adventure. I think it's just good to do, um, as like a even just like even if you can't do like a daily practice run, it's nice to just do a little bit of something with the ring con just to kind of get yourself exercising and moving every day. Osu I still play every regularly now and then. I try to do like just a couple of songs every week just so I can keep my fuel my love for rhythm games every now and then. It's very fun. I want to actually play more of it because it's such a fun game, and I have so many songs that I've been meaning to try out on it. But the main way that I like to play it now is I like to play it with the tablet and the pen because I can kind of go around the screen like that with it, and then I can just press X and Z for my clickers. Um, it's so far been like the main way I love playing the game. But yeah, it's still really fun though. I've been getting in. I've been able to do some hard songs, but I can't do like at the level that some people can do on this game. It's actually crazy how skilled people can get at this kind of game. It's pretty wild stuff. All right, show more. We have been playing a little bit more for Kirby Forgotten Lands and their Starcross Worlds. I haven't gotten too far into it. I've actually been kind of slacking recently on it too because a lot of more things came up with Sonic Cross Worlds and Hades coming out that I basically kind of put a lot of my time into playing those, and this has got left in the dust. Um, but if I can help it, because I don't think there's too much for me to do until I beat Cross Worlds, because so far I've gotten to like I think the final area in terms of what the Cross Worlds content. But so I at least want to try to finish that. I'm gonna try to make it a goal of mine to try to finish it before I leave for Japan because, like I said, I'm not gonna be bringing my Switch 2 with me on the plane. So I'm gonna try to finish whatever I can of that before I go, so I can at least rest assured know that that won't be sitting in the backloggery for another month. That would be very nice actually. But I've been enjoying what I've done of it so far. Um, I think I just need to focus a little bit more time into it because I've been putting on the back burner for a little bit now. I still use Duolingo every day. I haven't been updating the entry on here nearly enough. Um, I'm actually hold on. I can actually do it right now. I can tell you guys where I'm at right now with it. So in terms of Duolingo, I am actually yeah. Let me put this in here too. Level. So I'm level 18 in terms of my things. I am on section 2, unit 25. And my streak going into this now is actually 394. So it's actually, yeah, no, that's actually that much. 394. So that's actually pretty good so far. I'm almost coming up to like 400 days worth of Duolingo now. Um, I'll definitely will hit that mark before I leave for the trip too. So that's going to be an exciting milestone. And I'm going to because I have the month going for uh, my trial for Super. I'm definitely going to be using it every day while I'm in Japan as well too. So that'll be, and I'll probably actually be doing a lot more lessons on the plane if I can help it to, just to kind of help brush up on more things. Because again, it's gonna be a long plane ride over there. I'm gonna have a lot of time to do a lot of these things. That's kind of also another reason why I'm like I don't mind having too many things on Backloggery for like Steam or like phone games, because I can do those on the plane going there and hopefully try to clear up some of this stuff. That's kind of like the thing I've been like low key thinking about leading up to the trip, is just like, okay, I'm bringing my Steam Deck on me to the plane. What games can I play on it that I can make some progress in? Because I'm going to be sitting here for like 13 hours on one flight just to beat some of these. So we'll definitely have our time though. Another game I want to try to beat before I go to Japan is Cadence of Hyrule. I say Cadence, Cadence of Hyrule. Um, I am at the final area. I just need to get through the final dungeon, and I think beat the last guy at the end. Um, I don't think it's gonna take that long. That's why I'm like, I really want to get it done first, and then maybe I'll do a Forgotten Land after that too. Because I'm really like, again, at the final areas of both of these things. I just things have been. Uh, it's just duh, duh, duh. New things kept coming in that I need to work on. So you know, I have been slightly distracted when it comes to playing games. So there's that. And also just things going on in my life in general. But yeah, Dead Rising 2 is also a game that I've been playing regularly on the channel. We're actually nearing, I think, at least the latter half of the game, if I remember. Um, I've been playing this with Pansy on stream, so now we're kind of at a point where I think we're at least in the last quarter of the game, I believe. Because it's not too much longer in game that we have to wait until the copters come down, or the army comes in, I think is what it was. So there's not too much left to do. You just kind of you just gotta do a couple more stuff for it. Um, it is a surprisingly frustrating game. To be fair, I will say that at least it is a surprisingly frustrating game. Even the first game had some moments where it was like actually kind of balls hard with some of the bosses you had to face in it. Um, but no, some of the people in Dead Rising 2 especially are just straight up unfair. It's slightly hindering my enjoyment of the game. But not enough for me to like completely quit it. I still want to see it through to the end because I'm so close to getting to the end anyways. So I'll if we don't beat it together on stream, then I'll definitely do it on my own on stream, and just to beat it out. Hopefully we can do it tomorrow, maybe. We'll have to see how he feels about it. Because I know his patience with the game is also starting to waver a little bit. But if we don't do it tomorrow, then I'm gonna see maybe if I can try to fit in one more slot before I leave, to try to finish it maybe. Because I think I only have one more stream slot worth to do it maybe with. Because otherwise we have to wait until I come back from Japan to beat it, which is not preferred, but it is something that may have to happen. I still play Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage every day that I can help it. Um, I try to really get on to just at least do the dailies. I really need to get better about at least playing a song every day because I actually really love this game. It's so fun. Um, it's also just one of my favorite rhythm mobile games that I've owned. So I want to put actually more time into it because I just love it a lot. I just generally think it's a really good game. I don't know what more I could say about it. I've already gushed my praise about this every month that I talk about this game, but it's for anyone who likes rhythm games or who likes Vocaloid, it's definitely worth getting, I would say. Uma Musume, I also try to do every now and then. I've been slacking a lot in this game this last month because of all the other things that I've been playing instead, on the go especially. Um, it's not really been high on my radar to play it at least. Um, but it's still fun to boot up every now and then. At least it's a decent phone game still, even by the now standards. But where I think even I got my dad into it too. He's slowly starting to burn out on it as well. After all the hours we put into it collectively. Um, but it's still pretty fun. I'll boot it up every now and then at least. Gas Station Simulator, I haven't been able to play too much this month because it's mainly been the game to like play um, with Pansy if I can help it, like on camera or while playing stuff with him. And we haven't had a lot of time to do that because the times that we've been doing the co-op live streams, um, he either he had to go to bed or I had to go to bed shortly after. So there's not a lot of time we were able to get together to do a call with the game. Uh, but hopefully we can find some more time later. I don't know if I will have this going for a while. I might pause it actually for a while, depending on stuff. But I'll keep it on for now at least. But by the time I go to Japan, I'll probably put on pause for a little while until I come back to do the rest of it because I know he wants to watch me play more of it. Wagotabi, um, I try. I try, dude. I try to play this game every now and then. It's very hard to remember. Um, but hopefully I'll get a little bit more time to do more of it on the plane ride because, like I said, I'm gonna have a lot of hours to kind of just do a lot of different things. So this is probably something I'm gonna like. I'm just gonna like grind out like maybe an hour session on Wagatabi like during one of the flights. Just see how much farther into it I can get to kind of make up for it, and seeing how much Nihongo I can learn from it as well too. Hopefully. But no, this I've already talked about this on streams before. The that it's like Pokemon, but if you were learning Japanese instead, it's pretty cool. It's so cool as a Japanese learning tool. I just tried it. I tried to though. Splatoon 3, I've actually been kind of keeping up with though. Every now and then, really, like at least every week if I can help it, I try to get on just to make a little bit of progress online or with the roguelike of this game. Because I just really enjoy Splatoon 3. I've wanted to make it like my game that I just play regularly every week if I can help it, just as a game that I really like playing every week. Um, it's just a good time. It's one of the ones I've been trying to keep up with regularly and actually get better at. So I can, because I've been like grinding stuff for all my weapons and gear, to try to get it to a level where I can actually do the events uh and the different and the different multiplayer modes for the things that go on for that. I try to delete. I'm just trying to get to a point where I can actually do them um, fairly competently because I've been trying to focus my gear specs and stuff into those things specifically, and so far it's going good though. I it's a very slow process, obviously, because I don't spend a whole lot of time doing it every day, every week, but it's just something to do every week, and I've been really enjoying my time getting playing the game again, especially on Switch too. It looks and plays really well on the new console, so it's worth it for me at least. I've definitely been enjoying it at least. Sashingo, learn Japanese with photography. Um, I've again, dude. I've been trying. I've been trying. I've been trying so hard, dude. It's hard to find time to get on to do this game. But it is something I'm hopefully gonna try to do a little bit more of going into this month because this is the last week I have before the trip is, and I actually I have it on my Steam Deck as well too. So I'll probably definitely be dumping a little bit of time into um, just doing a couple more things for it on the plane ride even there too. Because again, it's a very good Japanese learning tool, and there is actually a little bit more progress I want to make in it, completion wise, especially to try to hone the words that they have given me in the game, and hopefully be able to use it in uh, during my trip. So that's gonna be fun. I'm definitely gonna be doing it more on the trip though, for sure. Beat Saber, you'll you'll notice this hasn't really moved too much since uh, the last stream, and it's because it hasn't. I actually have not been able to play this too much this month. Um, but I always keep it on my now playing just because I try to keep it as a reminder of like every every now and then just boot up this thing on the Oculus so you can try out a VR game and play a VR game just at least every now and then. I try to maybe I'm trying to see if I can do it every week if I can help it, just so I can get a little bit of progress and a little bit of time with it. Um, but obviously, it hasn't been working recently. I've been overwhelmed with stuff that I've been trying to do every week, and it's very bad. It's not really left me a whole lot of things I can do, sadly. But I I'll see if I can put in a couple more hours, hopefully, before the trip ends, because I do want to play a little bit more Beat Saber. It's fun. Um, I have booted up recently just to get some regular updates on it, and to kind of test a couple of games that were on it, because I've learned that it's a really good for tabletop simulator, because you can actually like play virtual games on there like that. And that's actually really cool. Um, I also feel like I would probably play No Man's Sky with Ben with it on it too, because it looks kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, in VR. So I'll have to see if those are options for me too. Maybe before I leave, we'll see what goes on. Baldur's Gate 3. I made I think I did at least. I think I made a little bit of progress of it in this month. Um, Mainly what I remember doing for Baldur's Gate 3 was I think at least a little bit of progress toward my character, because I did want to get a little bit further in it. I put this as a thing to try to play every week if I can help it, because I like having like a virtual D&D game that I can play and run every week. Um, and it's pretty good for that at least. But it's so hard to find time to do things like that. Um, but I try to at least. It's slipped my mind a couple of weeks going through it. So, but I do have a lot of ideas, as you guys can see. I have a lot of characters I still want to do with it. Um, this may or may not also be one of the next blue plays I do on the channel, because I know Pansy talked about it. Pansy did talk about doing a co-op run on it, which I think is a cool idea. Um, so that could be a good idea for the channel, even at least. Uh, but we'll have to see how it goes. I do really enjoy Baldur's Gate 3 though. It's a really fun game. I've not been able to find time to do it. You'll notice I'm saying a lot of the same things for these things at the bottom of the list, because a lot of things at the bottom of the list are the things that have not been updated so recently. So a lot of them are kind of in that same place. Um, I still play the Street Plaza Meat Plaza games though. I made a little bit more progress into Ninja Launcher. Here's my latest stats for it. Uh, it's basically been the main one I've been dumping all of my play coins into. Um, I just try to make a little bit of progress in it, at least where I can, because I just really love these games, and I want to get play as much of them as I can, even though they aren't technically getting any more support. Because I just love them that much. I just think that they're really fun games. I thought it was a really cool idea, and I'm very sad that the Switch 2 didn't bring back any sort of like Street Pass or passing gameplay passing kind of like opportunities, because I think it could have used it. I think it would have been. I think it's a really cool idea that they had for the 3DS, and they just never did it again. Like, why not, dude? It's just a small thing too. Like just little mini games that you can play that take the data that you pass along to people. Like, why not do that more? Like, it would force people to go out with their systems more. You know, I don't see it as a bad thing, at least. But yeah, I still try to do what I can with it though, because I just think that they're fun little games. But my 3DS is slowly starting to crumble and wither away with time. So it's very hard to play some of them, but I still like playing it every now and then though. And then the last game on our list is Persona 5: The Phantom X. I've been this is out of all the phone games I've had, this is the one I've been trying to take the most seriously, in terms of at least playing and making progress in it, because I do want to make progress in it. I don't know how many palaces are in this game, but I'm at the I'm near the end of the first one. All I have to do is send the calling card and I'm good. I just I haven't found the time to like sit down and do that for it. So a lot of my time that I've been spending with Phantom X has just been doing the dailies and grinding up characters, which I don't technically need to do, but it's something I can do for the game, so it's progress, you know. But that's where I'm at though. I am at a point where I just need to find the time to just kind of do the first palace, and then I can kind of keep going on with the rest of the stuff. It's a good game though. I've been enjoying my time with it so far. It is very much just Persona 5 on the go, um, and as a gacha mobile game. So take that as you will. But yeah, that's going to do it for my now playing, everyone. My backlog breakdown looks like this. It might look familiar to how it looked back then. I don't know how many more games I've done since last time. Actually, can I? Did I take a screenshot of it? I don't think I have. I don't think I remember doing so. Let me. When was the date of this one? This was near September. So this was after the last stream. So I added 2 new games. It looks like to my backlog, but I've added 9 new games total this month compared to my last thing. And then for my active backloggery, it's not too bad. Again, I only added technically it looks like 1 new game. Well, no, I added 2 new unplayed games to my backloggery. Um, I started, it looks like 3 more since the last time because it went to 109 instead. Um, and then for my beaten, I did actually beat a game this month, so we'll get into that in a second. Um, oh yeah, and then I think I also went through. I think I. Oh, I added. No, that's what it is. I added more endless games. I added at least. It looks like 7 more since my last time, which a lot of them are probably the ones that you saw. So again, we'll get into that in the history, but I kind of wanted to show that off because I always think that those stats are very interesting from month to month. Right, platform summary. This should look fairly similar to what you guys have seen before. But like I said, it's not a lot has changed for at least the ones all the way down here. I think the most changes you'll see is the games I probably added to the phone and the games I added to Steam and NS2. Um, which actually, now that I think about it, I didn't get my last month's worth of games from Humble Bundle. So this, after the stream, this number is probably gonna go up a little bit more. This number over here is probably gonna go up a little bit more. Hopefully not too much, or at least hopefully this number doesn't go up too much more because that number is already big enough. But we'll see. Okay, let's go through our history and show off the games that I have done um, starting this month. So let's see. Starting from 9. Okay. So it looks like immediately after, or like not really immediately after, but around early in the month, I added Kuda Kuda Kurin. All right, because I remember um, earlier on in the month, I took my Switch 2 out with me for a little while, and I was just like, you know what? Why not? Why don't we just play Kuda Kuda Kudurin? Kudurin? Yeah, Kudurin. Why not try that game out? So I started it up. I didn't get too far into it because I just was like playing it for a little bit, but it's a neat little game. You basically are just like this little thing that it's like a little puzzle game where you're trying to fit the rotating wedge into all the gaps and try to get to the end without hitting the walls. It's pretty cool. I had Super Mario Strikers because I think that was a new. Hold on, Steam. I have to make sure that's right because I'm about to say like that doesn't make sense. I think I accidentally forgot to put it onto NSO because it was another Nintendo Switch online game that they added that month. And then same with Chibi Robo. Oh yeah, that's also on Steam. No, yeah, no, those are definitely like I should have added those to the NSO. Those just went to the wrong category. So I'll have to see what that. I'll have to see if I can change those later. Um, I I randomly remembered around the 10th, it looks like, that I did play Boom Boom Rocket way back in the day, which that was a weird just pull in the back of my mind that I just came up with. I was just like, oh yeah, I used to play that game a lot back then. And then so I was just like, this the whole thing about my backloggery is just like it's about the collection of games that I've had all the way back then. So I was like, you know what, throw it on, show that I have played it at least. So that is something I added this month as well. Shape of Dreams I got around the 15th, yeah, and I started playing that with Ben there around then. That's a good game. Potionomics I started around 16, the 16th, and then oh yeah, we finally beat Hyperdimension Neptunia Action Unleashed as well too, because that was the main Neptunia game I was playing this month. So I'm glad to at least beat that. That was a good time. Um, so that was I think that one game that we actually beat this month was Hyperdimension Neptunia U. Good to know I didn't miss the Backloggery part of the stream. At least most of it, yeah. Um, 6 days ago we played. Oh yeah, we added Terraria and Citas because, like I said, I had free Google Play money to use up, so I was just like, let's get some new paid games for my Android. Um, and so Terraria and Citas are the main two that I decided to add. Um, I haven't tried out Citas 2 yet, but it looked really cool. It's another one of those rhythm games for the mobile device that I've been just kind of eyeing and been curious about for a while. Um, I'll have to see if I can find some time to play it before I go on my trip. Sorry for being late. I'm still stressing on shit. No, I understand, dude. It's all good. It was also the same day I think that we added Hades to, because oh yeah, right, because I played it 5 days the day after. Yeah, that's what it was. I think. Or I think it might have been around the same time. I might have actually played that day, but I just didn't update until the next day. But yeah, that I got Hades too. Oh, no, I think no, I think I got remember getting it the day before, downloading it on my system, and I was just like, okay, tomorrow I'm doing my Steam stream of this game. We're going to play it as soon as it comes out, and it was a fun stream. I enjoyed that Steam stream of it because it was a nice first look into version 1 basically as soon as it dropped, which I thought was cool. And of course we played a little bit of oh yeah, we actually added unfinished I think to my Starcross. I technically stated that I started Starcross World here, but I technically actually um or I think that's what it was. I think it was sitting in my wish list for the longest time, and I just kind of brought it back out of it because it actually was a thing that I played a while. So that's why that kind of showed up like that. And then of course I got Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and I've been playing that recently now too. So that's most of what this month was. Not a whole lot of action this month, as you can see, gaming wise, but I did start some new games because I started Potionomics that I've been doing a lot more recently. I started Hades 2 and then Sonic Racing, and I finally was able to beat that, so that was good. Hopefully, hopefully in November we'll be able to beat Super Neptunia RPG as the next one I got and kind of have my eye on. You should have gotten Sonic Racing on PS5 or Steam. Yeah, I mean, I probably would have had like it probably would have looked a lot better and everything, but I mainly got it for the Switch too because I wanted it to be on a portable console, and I wanted it to run and look cool on it. Which the Steam obviously again you can make it run pretty well on the computer for Steam, but the Steam Deck I don't think is as powerful as a machine as the Nintendo Switch 2. So that's why I kind of wanted to get it for the Switch 2 instead. Obviously we're not getting Switch 2 version of Sonic Racing until I think later this year, like around holiday, I think is when they said. Um, but I think it's fine. I'm still fine with playing the Switch One version of the game until it comes out, and then I think it'll just upgrade itself when it gets there. So I don't think the Switch users are losing too much on it. I think they're losing out on a bit of quality, but they're still getting their game at least the same day that everyone else is. So it's fine, all good. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for a Backloggery. So that is all I have done this month. Like I said, this next upcoming month for game in terms of gaming, I'm gonna see if I can try to finish up some things in my Backloggery. Maybe on the plane if I can get it to run on my Switch or on my Steam Deck, because I'm gonna be bringing that with me on the plane, and I'll have definitely a lot of time to do it then. So hopefully we'll be able to make some progress on it. But I know while I'm in Japan, I'm not going to be gaming a lot, obviously. So those are going to be the main times for me to kind of get caught up is leading up to the trip, on the plane, to and from, and then as soon as I come back. Um, but everything else, we'll have to see about it because I am I am kind of curious to see how everything else goes on for the rest of the year. uh, okay, so with that, we're going to now move on to our next segment of the stream, which is da 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 anime. So anime in terms of things I've done this in terms of what I've done. I don't think I've made a whole lot of progress. I also forgot to do by progress. Here we go. Let's see. So I think the main anime I've been watching is ReZero. So I got to episode 9. I don't remember if that's any different from the last time I streamed one of these things. Um, I haven't had a lot of time to watch more anime. I do have some things, or I because I've been busy with a lot of stuff recently, so I haven't really been getting a lot of time to get caught up on some anime. But I do remember ReZero is the main one I've been kind of trying to get into still. Um, it's oh yeah, and I think I don't remember if I mentioned Uma Musume. I don't remember if that was last month or if that was this month. Because that those are the ones I remember seeing this recently. Is ReZero season 3? I think it made some progress towards. Um, Uma Musume, I watched the first 2 episodes with my brother because we were curious about it and wanted to watch it at his house since we played the game a lot. And we also watched a little bit of Sakamoto Days. We watched the first episode for that too, which that's also a very funny anime. Uma Musume was like it is actually pretty faithful to this to the games from what I've played. It's very very cute and very funny actually. So I actually might get more into it later after I finish ReZero. Uh, and then Sakamoto Days is also very funny too. I actually might watch a little bit more of that when I get time to. Um, but my brother showed me the first episode, and it did kind of keen my interest in it a little bit. I just finished one man punch. I found it unimpressive. Ooh. I did watch a little bit of One Punch Man. I didn't get too far into One Punch Man. But I don't know. I mean, it seemed like it was kind of a funny series. I didn't get too far, so I can't really say a whole lot on it. But it didn't seem like a really bad anime, at least. Uh, yeah, like I said, a lot of these are just sort of by progress. I still have a lot of stuff I want to watch. I don't know if I'm going to get a lot of time to watch anime this month going into Japan, because I don't have a lot of time leading into the trip now. If I could try to find some time to do so, I would love to. But I have my eye on a couple of shows for sure. I thought I don't remember if I don't think I have anything for Crunchyroll. I don't remember how much things I know I have a Crunchyroll app on my phone. I don't know if there's like a set limit or if I have to pay more a month to get offline viewing. But if I can help it, I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of offline viewing to take with me onto the plane, so I can at least make some progress towards anime while I'm riding in the plane. Um, and that way I'll at least get a little bit more progress into some of these shows. Because if I can do that, I think I would probably just load on the rest of what I'm missing for ReZero. Because I have 7 episodes left to watch. But that can, yeah, you can probably binge that in or at least I would at least load in like 2 hours worth, just so I can at least watch that much on on the plane ride. Um, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. It's anime is still kind of weird for me because I'm trying to figure out times and stuff to watch stuff. Uh, I have not been able to find a lot of time to do it. I know I haven't finished any shows recently, so anything new would be on this page. Um, but yeah, it's a it's still a process for me. I I've been trying to just kind of do other things instead. This month has kind of been more busy with me in terms of just things going on in life. I think that I've not really had time to do a lot of stuff that I would like to do. Uh, but we'll see if we can more things done in terms of anime uh, going into the next month, because I would actually like to finish a lot of these shows, and at least finish some of them. Like I definitely want to finish ReZero, and since I kind of started, I kind of do want to finish Uma Musume too, at least the first season, maybe even Demon Slayer, and Dandadan too. I heard Dandadan's really good. Okay, so next up on the list, we're gonna do art. Oh god, it saddens me to say, guys, that I have not done any new art since last month. I have been trying to find time to get more art progress done, because I've just been trying to do like I've been trying to figure out my art situation with my new laptop I just recently got, because I wanted to kind of do a lot of my new art through the laptop. I just so I can like while my parents and stuff are like with me in the front, just like watching TV, I can kind of just draw a little thing along with them, you know. Uh, so um, hopefully I can get a little more progress with that, because I'm still in the middle of doing a sketch for Jessica that I do want to get out there. I just have to make a little bit more progress in it before it's finished. But she's almost there. I did like the line art for her. I just need to get, I think, the rest of the. I just need to draw the line art for the clothing and everything too on her, and then fill in kind of coloring for it, and then at least I should get like a basic sketch of drawing of her done. Hopefully, and I do say hopefully before I leave. I would love to get it done before I leave. In fact, because then I would feel at least a little bit accomplished going into the next month. Speaking of art, we need to begin my birthday art before you leave. Yes, we do. I would like to get that done too before I leave as well too, because that there's I know that's going on while I'm away. So I definitely need to get around to doing that. Like I said, this week is going to be very busy for me, but I do have a little bit of time after work some days uh, to try to work on stuff like that. So um, I would say at least for the while, like at least just in case, Pansy, I would say just give me the details of what you want, and I will see if I can start on a sketch of it as soon as I possibly can. Because, like I said, I want to get some progress toward it before I leave, in case I don't have enough time after work for some of the other days. Because I'm not entirely sure how these next few days are going to look for me, schedule wise or like free time wise. So we'll have to see. But I would definitely just send me your thing, at least what you have planned. I'll get a basic sketch done. If we can do it together on a call, then perfect. But if we can't, then I can just work on it on my own real quickly. So either way, I want to get some time getting into that while I can. But yeah, so sadly again, I have nothing to show for you guys. You can stare at this drawing of Zuka real quickly, because that is the last art I've done. Admire it and be appreciative. Hopefully we'll be able to. I've been trying at least to get to make art like a bigger thing for me, because I have so many ideas that I want to do. Um, I have a lot of ideas I want to put out there, like because I still want to do the trading card game, um, and I still want to do a comic. So those are still things I'm working on and thinking about doing in the background. But I just had to find time to do it whenever I can. It's very hard to find time when you are an adult working a lot of the days and also live streaming the other half of the days. Um, this next month, I don't even know, dude. To be fair, it it wouldn't be even a bad idea for me to just go on hiatus for the rest of October until I can figure out stuff, and then just kind of do my wrap up stream where I talk about Japan and everything and art that I've done. We'll have to see, dude. I'll have to see about it though. Yeah, it's fairly straightforward. If we can get the basics done quickly in a call or something, though it's not Twitch friendly, of course. So also I would get into detail on that. I understand. Like I said, you can just send me it personally in my DM. So yeah, if we can get the basics done on call, then great. But like I said, just in case, go ahead and send me it, because I would like to try to find some time to do it anyways, if I can help it. So that's going to be doing it for drawing at least. Still have a lot of stuff cooking up in the background, and it's going to be on hold while I'm in Japan. So not a lot of work is going to be coming. You're basically in this whole next month. You're not going to be seeing a whole lot from me, because I'm going to be out of the country for a while, and I'm going to basically use most of my time to relax because, damn, could I use it? But that's fine. We will be getting back into it probably. Hopefully, I think I'm gonna try to get back into stuff like as soon as I get back. Um, if you decide to go on hiatus for October, we can discuss it tomorrow instead of the collab stream. Um, well, like I said, at least for like when I come back from Japan, because it's gonna be pretty late into October anyways, so we'll have to see. Because I know for sure going into Japan, I'm not gonna have like any time to stream. Um, and at least not tomorrow. I can still do it. Like tomorrow, I can still stream with you if you wanted to still do that. But the rest of the week, I know for sure I'm not going to have any time to do so. Um, but we'll I can see if I can do streams again after October. I'll have to see how I'm feeling. But I am definitely going to be going like on vacation mode for sure in terms of streams. For most of this next month after tomorrow. So we'll have to see how those things work out. Okay, going into the next subject, we're now going to talk about the channel, everyone. The channel. Okay. So I just kind of briefly go over streams and how I think things went for this next month. Um, this was last month was technically when I started Neptunia Action Unleashed, but this month was when I played through the majority of it and beat it. So that was like the main thing that went on this month. It was a good playthrough. I actually thoroughly enjoyed my time with Neptunia Action U. It was actually one of my favorite Neptunia games for a good while. Uh, I I like the action of it. The story was all right. It was kind of like really basic for the game, but um, it was a cool experience all the way through though. It was a good little spit off for the series at least because you get to go through all of the stuff from the Rebirth games and play a bunch of the characters from the series, which is really cool. So sadly, it had to be only the goddesses. But I would have loved if they did the makers as things that you could play as, because damn, I would have loved to beat up a bunch of monsters as IF and Kappa too. To be fair, but that's fine. It's all good. I still enjoyed just playing as the goddesses even. All right, Cora, I'll be sure to pick up Nep Tuesday for you while you're away. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. At least some Nep content will be coming in general throughout the month. Um, okay, and then also, again, we played Dead Rising 1 technically before, but this is the month that we've been playing more of it. Um, we've made a decent progress in Dead Rising 2. Um, like I said, it is a stressful game, but we're making our way through it slowly but surely. It's also rough because of the online connectivity issues. I know that was a whole thing. That was a fun thing we had to deal with. Even just the last stream we did of it, like this stream up here, that was a rough one in terms of trying to get things content wise out there. But it's okay. We still did what we could. Um, and again, the most of the streams you'll see. Actually, it's funny how it kind of perfectly forms almost in a single line like that. All the Nep Tuesdays, all the collab streams right after. But we got a little bit of more stuff going on this month. We did Made to Play for Calico, which I finally got around to making one of those. Uh, I like doing these kinds of streams, just to kind of show off my characters and also kind of go in depth with some character creators. I think it's pretty neat. I would like to do it with more games if I can try to help it, because I have a lot of games I want to try to do it with in the future. Um, I don't know how often of a night a stream it's going to be because I have a lot of things I also want to do in the background, and I want to use some of my time for those instead. But if I can at least help myself to do this like once a month at least, I think that would be good. Calico Best Cozy Game, indeed. We I at least every week though, I am trying to do this now because I this is something I kind of started with this month is I wanted to try to do a new game every week. So we started that off by doing Lego Brawls, um, and that was actually a pretty fun game. That was basically just like we played. I thought it was going to be more Smash like, but it's actually kind of like it's just a 2D it's a 2D platformer but fighter, but instead of knocking opponents off the stage, you have a health bar that you are just trying to whittle them down to. It's more so a party game than it is like a serious like fighting game. And I'm okay with that. I think it's fine as a party game. It definitely has the vibes for it. I don't know. I haven't really played too much of it since then, since my first playing of it, but I enjoyed what I did of it at least. It's a good game for what it is. This is like a game that you would play and pick up with with like a party, I guess, or just with like friends as a get together every now and then. Uh, but nothing that you would like. I think you would get into seriously for sure though. We also did react to the new Nintendo Direct they did this month. Um, I had my thoughts and everything that I said about that. If you're curious about it, I have the whole reaction there on stream, so please check it out if you wish to. Um, there's not a whole lot of things that I remember being like too overhyped for. Um, the main things I'm still hyped for Nintendo wise is Kirby Air Riders and obviously the stuff that they kind of came out with this month already. Kirby Air Riders are still definitely high on my list though. I'm not There's not a whole. I mean, there's a lot of cool. I know Mario Galaxy and everything came out I think this month. But I personally didn't really need to get it because I already had the first game. Um, and I didn't really see a need to replay the games on Switch. Personally at least, just because I already enjoyed what I did of that. Hold on a second. That was just my reminder for my laundry. I think I know we already got all of it, so it's all good now. Okay. But yeah, overall, that's kind of my main thoughts about Nintendo's and Nintendo Direct and everything Nintendo related going on at the moment. Potionomics was such a cool game. I'm glad I did my Steam stream of it because I've been wanting to play and try out this game for a while, and this was like a really good excuse to get to finally try it. Because that's another reason I like doing the Steam streams is because I'm like I keep looking at games in my Steam list. I'm like I want to try it, and that's what the streams are for, is to help get my reactions, at least the thoughts out there, and at least give me a new game to play every now and then. Uh, this is one I'm probably definitely going to try to make a lot more progress in if I can help it, because it's just very cute, and it's very like chill and lax too. So I like what I've been doing about it so far. Bank with the potion. Yeah, you should honestly watch that stream. It's a really good stream. It's I for some of the money things I was doing in it, like some of the merchant stuff that I was doing in that game. There were some potions I was making some bank on because I was taking full advantage of everyone who's coming in. All right. Um, and like I said, yeah, more of the same with those. We also did finally do our Steam stream for Hades 2, which I'm glad to have done that. I knew for sure that Hades 2 was something that I wanted to do on stream because um, that week or that day, that day is the day that it came out, um, out of out of early access and into full release. So I wanted to get my first reactions to version 1, and I think it's pretty hype. I think it's pretty good. Still one of my favorite roguelikes for sure. Um, and I'm going to be dumping a lot more hours into it on the plane ride for sure. I've already been putting a lot of hours into it in the background as I speak as well too. Um, and then, like I said, the only other thing I didn't do with that on the streams that I've been playing a lot is Sonic Cross Worlds. Mainly just because I wanted to kind of have that be my game that I play anyways in the background. I thought about getting first reactions on stream, but I really just kind of wanted that to be like just a game that I play in the background instead. Um, And so far, it's fine like that too. Anyways, I definitely think that there is some games that I play that I don't always have to play on stream, but there is a lot of games I want to get first impressions to. At least that's why I have the Steam stream as like a regular thing that I'm trying to do. So hopefully, again, not counting this next month, you're going to be probably seeing at least 3 to 4 Steam streams every month from me, depending on how many days that I can do so. Corey, why do you have YouTube Premium? You just use ad blocker. Well, see, that's the thing. I was using the ad blocker for the most part, but YouTube decided to be like, hey, you know what? You want a month of premium for free? And I'm like, yes. So I am using a month worth of premium for free. Um, I think it's expiring while I'm out in Japan, so I have to remember to make sure that they don't bill my card while I am out. But that's fine. I've also mainly been using it as like a thing to watch some things in the background, like because I've definitely been taking advantage of YouTube Premium while I have it, because one of the main things you can do with it is since you don't have the ads going on with it, I've been kind of watching it as I've been watching like some of the long term videos that I can kind of like listen to just in the car, so I can just kind of get some listen to some stuff that are going on there. Mostly they're like either podcast stuff or like role playing things that people have done that I'm kind of listening to as I do my drive to work. Um, and also I still watch YouTube content anyways in the background, so this is a good excuse to kind of watch more of it since I don't have to deal with the ads now. Corey about to get scammed. That's fine. I have it marked on my calendar to the day that I should get out of it. So I just had to remember that day to go into my account and unsubscribe from it. But I'm definitely taking advantage of it while I can. And also, there is offline viewing on it too with YouTube Premium. So I figured, you know what, this is perfect for the trip because I can download a couple of videos onto my phone and just watch them on the plane ride on the way to and from Japan. Well, actually, not from Japan because it's going to be expiring out there, but at least definitely to. So that's something that I've kind of been thinking about in the back of my mind too, going into the trip. Last thing to talk about though, YouTube wise, is I decided to go back to Rebirth 1 on the live streams because I mostly felt weird because we technically beat the game. We actually technically beat the game this day. This was the end stream for it, and then this is the stream we did some grinding content for the game. Because there's like a little bit of after story stuff to do with it. Now I'm glad I actually did that too because there's some new stuff that came out from that. But I felt weird about starting a new Neptunia game only to not do anything Neptunia wise for like a month. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just go back to one of the other games and I'll just do a grinding stream for some of my stuff there. And so that's my 15th stream of that series. I basically kind of just showed off some of the grindings that I did for the game since I first started it. I'm basically almost completed with that game. Like I said, I just need to get that last trophy and then a couple more plans, and I'm basically already there. But I still love this game. This is my favorite Neptunia game by far out of the whole series. It's timeless for me, honestly. But yeah, so that's kind of what we got content wise for the month of September. Overall, like I think this is a good lineup because I was at least able to do a Neptunia stream every month. I got a collab stream, which kind of helped fill in the blue plays that I would usually have done. And I was able to play some more new games every month too, so that was fun. Again, content wise, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do stuff that's not Steam Stream, Neptunia, and collab, because those have been like the main 3 streams I try to do every week. But I would at least like to do at least once every month a made to play, because I love that series and I do want to get more progress with some of the games that I've done with that on the streams for sure too, because I actually do really like doing it. And then maybe after we're done with Dead Rising or even Baldur's Gate, I don't know if we're starting at that at some point sometime soon. I'll definitely think about my next blue plays that I want to do, because I do want to bring those back at some point too. Um, I'm trying to find out the time to do it because I'm really focusing a lot of time into playing some of the new games I have because I love these series. Honestly, really love the Steam Stream series because I love just trying new games on the channel and kind of showing the indies games some love because a lot of these were indie games that don't really get a lot of spotlight. So I like doing those kind of games for streams too. But yeah, in terms of shorts, I don't think we got a whole lot of new ones. Oh yeah, we got this one. I think this was. Oh no, wait. All the Dead Rising ones. Did we? Are all the Dead Rising ones new? I think all of them are new, right? Hold on. I need to turn off my music so I can listen to this. Okay, let's see. Okay, I was gonna say, I think they are. Yeah. Also, no wait. I know Phasmophobia was one that we listened to last week because Phasmophobia. Yeah, that was one that we did during the month of August. So I know I definitely covered that. But I think all the Dead Rising ones, those were ones that I did this month. So yes, by the way, I do make shorts. They're mostly just clips from the streams, but I still think that they're very funny. So we'll react to some here real quickly because they are very short content. So I'll just go through the recent 5 that I posted here. Let me know how well you guys can hear this because I think I have it down to 10, which I think is fine. I am in. It's so funny because it's just rubber bands, so it looks so unnatural.
Yes.
I'm jumping through the Matrix driving in this car. I'm seeing alternate realities. Yeah. I am. God damn it. I love that one. It's so funny how that was like that's unironically like one of the funny things about some video game jank like that. It makes for some funny content at least for sure. Other way. Nope. Where? Hold on. Where are we going? This is the one I wanted to view next. Drink. Want some vodka? I gave her some vodka and she was like, "You're a lifesaver, dude."
So you could definitely use a drink after all of this.
Yeah. That was a funny moment. Yeah. Literally hand someone vodka. They drink the whole freaking bottle. Oh god. Yeah, you're a lifesaver, dude. That's so funny. I love the clips from the Dead Rising streams. If anything, from the Dead Rising series, even with how frustrating the game can be sometimes, at least it makes good content, dude.
He can just follow us this way.
You'll catch up. Oh.
Shit.
I love that one too, just because it's just like goes into it just goes into a tree and then you just go oh. I just love my reaction to that too. It's so good. There it is. For free? For free? That's some high level fetish content right there. There's at least a couple of people out there who are just like, man, I wish I was that bee. Oh god, there it is. God, I wish I were me. That was like the highlight of the stream, honestly, right there, dude. That was That was so good. Ironically, though, I still agree with that. It's high level fetish content right there, dude. There's Ray. Oh, I killed him.
Corey!
I was trying to That get the gets me every zombie out of his time. way, and he ran right into my blade. All right, let's go save Dean at least.
I guess,
He was so close, dude.
I guess everybody doesn't love Raymond.
He was so close. What's up, Dean? Oh god. Yeah, I like this one too. Just because I immediately come in, I'm just like, yeah, I'll save you. Ray. Oh crap! He went into my blade. Maybe not. Just I just love the fact that he just comes running in. He's just like, yes, my savior. Jesus Christ, dude. Again, at least the Dead Rising content sometimes. Dead Rising 2 makes some good content sometimes, at least. I love it. Okay. But yeah, we have gotten to the end of the stream, everyone. Let me just look over my stuff real quickly in the background, and I'll see what goes to goddamn court. Yeah. I'll just go over stuff real quickly in my thing just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I basically discussed everything that I wanted to do. Like I said, going into the next month, I am probably going to be taking basically a very short hiatus, a decent hiatus for at least most of the month, because I am going to Japan. I should still be able to do a live stream tomorrow, but I wanted to at least use this time at the end of the stream to talk about the trip, because it is definitely going to be like one of the last times you kind of see me prominently on the channel before I leave, because I am going to be focusing a lot of time this week getting ready for that trip. It's going to be fun, though. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know how much content is going to be coming back for near the end of October. I'll have to see if I do feel like streaming at some point when I come back, or if I just kind of want to relax a little bit and get some more stuff done just in my regular life, because I do have a lot of drawing that I want to do. I do have a lot of anime and gaming that I want to do, obviously, on my own. And the streams obviously get in the way sometimes with my evening and afternoon plans. I still wish I could tag along. Yeah, no, I have had a couple of a couple of people explain their jealousy to me. I don't worry. We'll be taking lots of pictures, and I think most of that, like I said, if I don't do a stream talking about my trip to Japan, when I get back, I'll definitely talk about it during the monthly wrap up. Which that's also kind of a reason why I'm low key just thinking about going on hiatus for this month, and then just doing the wrap up stream to kind of ease back into the content, because that way I can talk about everything I did through October. And then you guys will kind of be able to kind of see how things went along around then. I could just have a stream just talking about everything that happened. It'll be fun though. I'll have to. I think I might just end up doing that, because I do have to kind of curate a couple of the photos and videos I think I'm gonna take there, and see what I can show off on the live stream, and what I want to at least show off on the live stream. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time, at least for sure. And I'll have to talk about Ben with it about it too. I'll have to see if there's anything that he wants me, if he's willing to let me show on the channel and stuff, or because that's something I have to talk about with him though. But yeah, that's basically all from me going for this month. I'll definitely at least try to be streaming tomorrow, get some collab stream. Hopefully we can be Dead Rising. We'll see about that. Question mark. But like I said, this month is going to be very busy for me with my vacation plans, and just me in general. I think wanting to catch up on things. So I'll probably give my official goodbye probably on the stream afterwards. But if you guys don't catch up on the stream tomorrow, just know that this is what's going on with me, and I will be definitely be seeing you all near the end of the month. I'm so excited for this trip, dude. I hyped it up a lot last time before I had to get moved over, but I'm so hyped to get it done. It's gonna be so fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. And if you liked it, please like it. Subscribe and follow if you should see more of this content in the future. And let me know what other things you maybe want to see me try out or do, gaming, anime, whatever wise. Uh, I'll definitely look into it. This is, yeah, but yeah, this is going to probably be one of the few times that you will see me until near end of October. So uh, wish me safe travels, and I will be seeing you guys all hopefully either tomorrow, if not tomorrow, then when I come back near end of October. All right, I will be seeing you all then. You all have a good time. Enjoy your month while you can, and yeah, bye bye now.